Hi. I was asked to talk about AP Government, and the first piece of advice I would give you is to talk to students in SKA who are presently taking AP Gov, in other words, juniors, or to speak to seniors who have taken AP Gov, because they can tell you about the class from a student's perspective. What I can tell you is that the class is interesting, and I think the students will confirm that. We talk about a lot of contemporary issues, which are even exciting at times. The workload for the class is reasonable. The readings are reasonable, and the essay writing is about one essay every 2 weeks, and each essay is about a page, sometimes a page and a half. The most difficult part of the class are the exams, which can be challenging. The last thing I would mention is that from a historical perspective, students in AP Gov have been quite successful on the AP exam.
Hi ladies, I'm here to tell you a little bit about the AP language course, which we give in 11th grade next year. It's an option for some of you who have not been, English has not been tracked in 9th and 10th grade. So for some of you who want maybe a higher level of learning, it's a lot more focused on writing. It is a non-fiction course, so the reading will be a little bit different than you're used to. As I said, it's a very writing intensive course, so if you like discussions and analyzing works and then writing about them, a lot of which we do in class, this would be the class for you. There isn't a lot of at-home homework, which makes it a kind of good AP, but there is a lot of writing in class. So as I said, if you love English, you love analyzing work, you want to really learn some solid writing skills, I think it'd be a great opportunity. And there isn't that much homework, so it's kind of like a nice AP to take if that's something you're interested in. I hope that a lot of you will consider taking this class. I think it could really be beneficial for your growth academically and just as a student in general.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Tannenbaum and I teach AP Bio. AP Bio is a really interesting course where we learn how things work. We do a lot of DNA and we talk about genetics. We also learn really detailed about the cell and different systems in our body, like our nervous system, your immune system. It's a pretty intensive course in that you do have quite a bit of homework, but some of that homework is really fun, like our Instagram account. You could check us out at AP Bio 15, where it's really difficult to sometimes just memorize definitions, so that will make it a little easier if you do it with your friends. I hope you join our class.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Mallon and I teach the 11th grade graphic design elective. Graphic design is a great opportunity for you to discover your talents that you may not have thought you had. In my class, you're going to learn how to use Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, which are all professional programs that graphic designers use on a daily basis. Some of the projects that we do include photo filters, double exposure photography. You can learn to create your own magazine cover and movie posters and a lot of other fun projects. The class is a lot of fun. It's chilled out, but at the same time we learn a lot and we get a lot of work done. There's not too much homework, a little bit of homework sometimes. I may ask you to watch a video at home to prep for the next class or to do a short assignment at home, but for the most part it's not too much homework and we do all of our work in class. It's a great class, we have a lot of fun, and I hope to see you next year in my class.
Hi girls, I'm Mrs. Bat. I'm going to be teaching AP Chemistry next year, and it's a very exciting class. It's for students who are really motivated, who are really interested in math and science, and who look to challenge themselves. We are a very small class, a very supportive class. There's a lot of work in pairs in the class and a lot of support outside the class using online resources, online assessments that give you immediate feedback so you can track your progress. We do treat it like a college level class, so you're really responsible to stay on top of the material. There usually is an average of about an hour of homework a night, and we work through it together to be sure that you can guide yourself accordingly. It is a very important class for students who are medically intended because they can use this class to distinguish themselves on college applications, and it is also a certainly helpful class when you go into college to have this as a class that you've already taken in your back pocket in a small and supportive atmosphere.
Hi, I'm Ms. Quinn, and I teach the elective called Latin 1, which is one of your options for next year. So this is Latin 1, and in Latin class we learn Latin grammar and vocabulary, and along with that we practice a lot of English grammar, and we learn a lot about the roots of English words. And thirdly, we learn about ancient Roman history and culture. So this is a class for people who really enjoy language study. Also, if you are interested in ancient cultures, you might find this interesting. And the grammar and vocabulary we do is very good practice for your writing skills in English and for the tests that you have coming up. We have 2 tests a semester and some quizzes, and by the end you'll understand things like subject, direct object, indirect object in English. You'll understand vocabulary word roots, and you'll have some idea of Latin grammar and Roman culture. So that's Latin 1, and I hope many of you will join us next year. Thank you.
Hi girls, Rabbi Friedman. I'm here to speak about the elective of Gemara. We get a good Gemara, not so heavy. Anyway, a lot of girls in seminary like to learn Gemara, and they don't know anything about Gemara, so therefore the school has offered for 11th graders and 12th graders an introduction to Gemara. Gemara, of course, is in Aramaic. Not too many people speak Aramaic, but there are many, many wonderful topics and ideas in the Gemara that I'm sure you will enjoy. I guess the best proof would be to speak to the girls who are currently in the Gemara track and ask them what they think about the class. I hope to see many of you in the class. If you have any questions at any time, please feel free to ask. And hopefully you'll enjoy learning. All the best to you all.
Hello, I'm Rabbi Rice. I teach the 11th grade Jewish philosophy elective. And the main part of the class is that we learn the 13 principles of faith of the Rambam, and we go through important things that every Orthodox observant Jew should know. And that's really just a cover for the class. Another major part of the class is that we discuss questions and things that come up during the day and questions that the students have. We try to relate to them in a mature and a respectful fashion to have a deeper understanding of Torah and Judaism. It's really what you put into the class is what you get out of it. If the people in the class are motivated and they're excited and they want to know and to go deeper into more about Torah mitzvos and all different aspects of Judaism, so then the class can become exactly what you make of it, and it can go really wherever you want to go. The class certainly does have a relaxed atmosphere to it, but at the same time there are a couple of quizzes and assessments over the year to make sure everybody's paying attention. But really, it's an opportunity to discuss, those questions that come up during the day that your teachers maybe don't want to go on a tangent to discuss, or things that pop into your head. And it's really a safe place to discuss areas that we can all hopefully grow and develop a greater love of Torah, mitzvos, and Avodas Hashem.
Welcome back to Studio in the 11th grade Art Academy. This year we're going to be focusing on various media as well as different technique. We're going to continue working on your portfolios, filling them in, experimenting, going into your creativity, using your imagination, having a great time in class. Again, there is homework, no tests, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's a place where we're going to create and have a good time.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kimmel.
And I'm Mrs. Sturm.
And we teach the current course of Human Anatomy and Physiology.
And in this course we cover all sorts of things having to do with the human body, like what goes right in the human body and what goes wrong in the human body.
We cover many units you covered in the biology course in 9th grade, but to greater detail.
So we spend time on the cardiovascular system, and the digestive system, and the respiratory system, and then
Cardiovascular, as well as new things, for example, genetics, which was not covered in your 9th grade course.
so we spend a lot of time talking about other interesting things like that.
We also have a number of speakers and a couple of programs throughout the semester as well as the year to help sink a number of points home.
And it's a regular class just like any others, the regular number of tests throughout the semester and a number of quizzes. There's not as much homework, but the quizzes and tests are the same.
And we also have a couple of presentations and some projects.
And we're looking forward to having you in our class next year.
Very excited.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Alexander, and I'm the fashion design teacher here at SKA.
The fashion design class is an elective class at SKA. Students learn how to comprehensively design and illustrate clothing with an understanding of fabrication, construction, and fashion vocabulary. We start the year off learning the basics, and then demonstrate an understanding of that knowledge through design illustration projects and assignments. Students will learn how to use proper rendering techniques using colored pencils and markers. They also learn how to draw their very own fashion figures and how to draw her clothing. There are homework assignments and note-taking in this class, but overall, this is a fun and creative class where students bring imagination to life on paper.
Hi girls, SKA Technology Department is excited to start the new course, AP Computer Science Principles, given by the College Board. This course introduces you to the essentials of computer science and shows how computing and technology can influence the world around you. The course is designed for entry-level programmers or advanced programmers. If you have experience programming, there will be plenty of opportunity for you to extend your skills through projects. You can pursue your interest in digital projects, creating apps, films, and little videos. The coursework includes interacting with the other videos, building robots, group projects, and analyzing problems and artifacts. Some of the units will require programming. You will create in Scratch or HTML or JavaScript. The assessment consists of 2 parts, performance tasks and the end-of-course AP exam. Both will measure student achievement of the course learning objectives. You will upload your artifacts to a digital portfolio, which will be assessed according to the College Board rubric. And the last month will be dedicated to review, exam prep, and more collaboration. In the 21st century, computer science defines success in any modern endeavor. Computer science is art, it's money, it's social media, it's discovering ways to improve sports. Take this course and learn more about it.